Welcome to the Second Win Boxing Media. I'm your host, Rashid Hammond, and alongside,
It's your boy Caesar Fantastic.
well, today, man, we've been out of commission for about 2, 3 months, right?
Yeah, we've been chilling.
So, so it was only right, man, to bring one of our favorite fighters in this area, man.
Definitely.
And when I say this, man, I mean this from the heart, man. Uh, young man has boxing IQ, movements, jabs, fundamentals, and he know he has great defense. So he definitely, in my opinion, represents what the definition of boxing is: hit and not get hit. Ladies and gentlemen, we have no other than future world champion Mehki No Limit Phillips. How's it going, champ?
It's going good. I appreciate it. I like that intro. I like that intro.
Yes, indeed, man.
It's going
You
good.
know,
Appreciate y'all having me.
yes, indeed, man. You know, man, one thing about it, man, we are students of the sport, man, 30, 40 years into this, man. So, when we see a young man using the jab, moving, spinning, feints, rocking back, getting out the way, it's like it's like the new generation like to see knockouts all the time. That's cool too, right? But we like to see a boxer be able to get out of the way. And one thing I do like about you, you take those risky fights. And that's what reminds me of the old school fighters, man, where we ain't had no choice back in the days to take those risky fights. There was no way around it because, you got 5, 6 ranked fighters in the area that you might have to face. So, but man, I'm definitely looking forward to Saturday, so I can ask you that question next week sometime. What's that transition like coming from amateurs to the pros?
Yeah.
Got a pro debut coming up. I know this is going to be the separation right here, man. I know that you're going to do well because you bring those same tools, man. You got a tremendous amateur background, got fights with some of the best in the area and the country.
Yeah.
So what's that looking like for you, man? How you feeling about this Saturday, man?
I'm feeling real good. A lot of people asking me that question, and I just keep telling them the same thing. I feel like I trained this whole year that from 2022 on, ever since the Golden Gloves, I've been training to get to turn pro. So I just been working, perfecting my craft, sparring with prospects and sparring with top amateurs, just like to practice on slowing down the pace of the game because the pros is way different than the amateurs. So it's going real good. Training camp been going great. Weight on point. So I'm real excited. My people's gonna come out. We sold out all of my tickets. So I mean, I'm feeling real good about this thing coming up, man.
That's indeed, man. Cease, you got anything for him?
Okay, you said you on weight. What weight class you fighting in?
135.
135. All right, bet. What you think about that division? How long you think you going?
This thing popping right now.
135 is lit, ain't it?
They got them hitters at this weight class. I feel like me coming into the game, I don't have anybody under 10 fights beating me.
Okay.
But I know that like climbing up that ladder is gonna like take my time, and I'm gonna really see how it really feels once I actually get in that ring. So I feel real good about fighting this because you just got. I mean, he just said you got to fight the best to be the best.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
it's the faces of boxing is in the lightweight division at the moment. So I'm gonna take full advantage of it.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of big fights, a lot of big money down there. Definitely.
Yeah.
Now I remember last time you was here, you saying you was going with the decision. So what drove the decision to go pro right now?
I I think it was nothing left for me in the amateurs. They had the USA team picked out already. Uh, my fighting style was a little bit different from the actual amateur fighting style. Like I like to more so like take my time and do certain things to get to my opponent, and sometimes that might take a round to do. And the amateurs they want you rack up points, so
Yeah.
that was kind of the difference. Even though I could have did that a little bit, but I didn't see myself going too far in that. I didn't want to get so used to the amateur style that I couldn't like switch over. So yeah,
Yeah.
and then man, I'm 19 now. I'm about to turn 20. 2 weeks after the fight, so
Okay.
it's time to get a little money now. You feel me?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, now so you said like amateurs, the style is like racking up points, and the
Yeah,
pros it's more make them shots count, right?
yeah.
So you think that's the biggest difference in the amateur to pros, or do you think it might be other things as well?
I think that it's I think that amateurs is more like high paced chess. The pros is a little bit, but it just it has a different feel to it because first of all you got smaller gloves on. Uh, you have no headgear, so people is like really taking their time. They're not trying to get hit with a big shot that will end there. That will end the fight quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's less likely for you to get knocked out in the amateurs than the pros because of those two factors alone. But I think that it's more slow pace and it's about who's the most effective. Uh, and I think that's pretty much it. So and then like you fight against grown men.
Grown men, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Now I know you said you've been going around and training and things and sparring with people. What's some of the advice that you received from some pros that stick with you?
The advice,
Yeah.
uh, a lot of them tell me, just stay composed, stick on that jab, uh, just stay, just stay alert at all times because the moment that you lack could be the moment that the fight ends. So that's one, thing that people told that really stuck with me.
Good
Stick on
advice.
that jab. They want me. I mean, everybody like my jab, but they want me pumping that joint like like crazy. Uh, Work that jab overtime, and just make the best out of it. Just have fun in there, uh, and don't take it. I mean, take it serious, but don't take it too serious where you're overthinking and stuff like that. They want me on that type of game. So, and they said I got the skills to do this thing. So,
Definitely. Yeah.
me getting those type of that type of advice and them likes is different. Nah, that's how I know I got it.
Now, how do you prepare yourself mentally before stepping in the ring? And how do you plan on preparing yourself mentally before taking this step in the ring, being that this is your debut and a big next step up?
People probably don't agree with me, but I usually don't even try to think about the fight. Like this whole training camp, I mean, yeah, I got a job to do, but that's until I get in the ring. Uh, I mean, of course, the game plan and stuff, but like for the most part, I don't even try. I want it to be like a regular day. I'm training, I'm sparring. It's just a regular fight. We just going back in the. It just happens to be 5,000 people in the crowd. Just so happens. That's how I'm thinking about it. So
Hey.
uh the more I think about it like that is like it helps me out a little bit because I don't want to get over anxious and stuff like that. People ask me am I nervous. That's why I'm not nervous because I don't even think about it until it's right there in front of me and I like, oh no, this is like we prepared for this. That's really mentally I mean we stuck to the game plan throughout training camp. Uh that's pretty much it. Just repetition in itself with drills, things like that. But other than that, I just wanted to be like a walk in the park, man. I don't want. That's pretty
Right.
much.
Now, have you like visualized or dreamed of like this night coming or how you want it to end?
Yeah. Me and my dad calling. He calling the first round knockout. I'm not calling the first round knockout. I don't want a first round knockout only because I want people to see my skills. I don't want to end it too early. They're gonna be like, man, they just knocked out a bum. If I'm not trying to call the man a bum, but knocked out the first man. And it was easy work. I want them to see, oh nah, Youngin got skills, and as soon as he wanted his man out of there, he was able to do it. That's what I want. But they want something. Of course, they want the knockout. But
they want it quick as possible.
If it comes, it comes. But if it doesn't, I just want to take my time, and then once I see that moment, just take full advantage of it.
Now, in taking this next step, has it been any areas that you've been focusing on improving?
My defense, being more aware of setups, and just staying consistent with everything that I do and committing to everything that I do. Because if you don't commit fully, some things will happen in transition. So me committing makes up for that. Defense, of course, because I have on smaller gloves. Them amateur gloves or just them gloves, sparring gloves in general, they got bigger cushion. So it's easier to block and stuff like that. So you have to be more aware on defense and just stand more consistent with all like punches, like I said, my jab and stuff like that. That's pretty much it, though.
Okay. And somebody in here asked what gym you was from.
I train out of Sugar Atlanta right now.
Okay.
But me, Melvin, and my father, we go all over. That's just the main spot that we just train at. But you'll see us all over the DMV training.
Okay. And yeah, my last one I have for you right now, I got a couple more for later, but I was going to ask about that support system, man. What kind of support system do you have in place to guide you and help you throughout your pro career?
I have a small but very efficient support system. I think I was very surprised when I saw that all my tickets sold out that quick. They told a friend to tell a friend, and it worked out in my favor. I got mostly all of my family that I know of is coming. Even family I got family from New York. I got family from Texas. They're coming all the way down here to see me fight. So
nice.
I have a huge support system, and I'm very grateful for it. I don't know how many people in here, but I told 1 million people to come in here. So
fat. They in here. They ain't heavy. You got shit?
Yeah, brother. You mentioned one thing that I like. What I don't usually hear from young fighters as much. Getting that work. You know, sometimes you can curry an opponent a few rounds to get some work. And see where your skill level's at, man. And one thing, this is not a question. This is a compliment for you. When you this is what I tell people that have an extensive amateur career. After that 20-0, that's when you see how to adjust to different and various styles, right? You're 20-0, but you have 75 to 100 amateur fights or whatever, how many fights you have. You saw every style that gives you a chance to adjust to those various styles, right? What you mentioned was, you was like, I want to get some work. I want to work on things, man. That shows the level of your mindset as a fighter, man. Like,
yeah.
I see you doing things, young man. I mean, on another level. Like, I haven't seen footwork like that in a long time, man. I'm trying to tell you, brother. I haven't seen that footwork like that in a long time, man. I mean, like, you know, I've heard that you got the great Melvin Foster as your trainer.
Yeah.
And, you know, Melvin had probably one of the greatest amateur careers around, man, back in the 90s. So he saw every style. That's my point, to go to where extensive amateur careers that gives you, you know, now you got two, yours as well as his, to go and adjust to different styles. So You know, in the program, you know, it's the learning is still there, but you was already in school. Now you are in grad school now, basically. So, you know, it's time to go to work. You know, the mistakes supposed to be made in the amateur career, and the pro career you make adjustments. But man, I wish you the best, man. I'm gonna let C's, man, carry it out with a few more questions. I ask you some more at the end, man.
Thank you.
All right. Really wanted to ask, what was your what would be like a statement or a message you want to send to all the followers in here ahead of your debut?
Yeah, I appreciate all y'all for sure. I honestly didn't because like we have family, like I have a lot of family, like my cousin Shannon just said, we cousins by the dozens. That was our motto, because when we all need each other, we there for each other, and they really showed out for me, and I was really surprised because it just doesn't happen so often that we all get to be with each other. My friends, they showing out for me. They paying hundreds of dollars to see me fight. Y'all don't have to do that at all. Y'all got your own bills to pay. I really appreciate all the love and support. My sponsors, I just appreciate everybody. And also, a statement will definitely be, man, I just want to put on the show. Like, everybody who haven't seen me some people ain't seen me since I was 8, 9 years old. It's a whole different beast. I'm a whole different person from last year. You feel me? So, a statement would definitely, I want to end it in a spectacular fashion for sure. But I want them to actually see I got skills to have a long career in this. Yeah.
All right. Now it's time for me to do what I do best and start some trouble. You fighting at 135.
Yes, sir.
And now, you know, we got news that Shakur went to the WBC and petitioned for that Devin Haney fight.
Yeah.
What you think about that fight?
Shakur's gonna wash him.
Yeah.
I think it's that simple. I think that Shakur got a different his game is he's very sharp. He's very aware of everything. He got all the skills. He thinks on a different level than Devin Haney. And I think Devin Haney does have skills, but it's just like it's a difference. It's a difference, man. It's that sharpness and that defense that Shakur has is very different. And it's getting better with time. I definitely see him washing him though, making him frustrated. That footwork, that defense, that distance is going to play a big, big deal.
We say same thing about that one, but and we sort of differ here as far as the present, because you're the future king of 135, right?
Yeah.
But who's the present king of 135?
Present king? Who got all the belts?
Devin got them all. I'm just saying, okay, so you say Chicago. I'm saying, okay, so who the best at 130?
Who the best?
Yeah.
Do y'all still consider Tank a 135? Like,
yeah, he's still sticking around.
Yeah.
Then I would personally say Tank.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I only would say that is because people would definitely doubt his boxing, his mindset, but they also doubt his no, they definitely don't doubt that. They don't doubt his power at all. But if you got the thinking part together and the boxing part together, then and plus the power, it's not too many people that can handle that. The only person I see that giving him a little bit of trouble is Shakur.
Yes, I say same thing. That's a good fight. That's
that
50-50 for real,
yeah,
But I got tanked by age.
That gives him trouble with Shakur. But the only thing about that fight is, can Shakur handle his power if he get touched? Because everybody gonna get touched in the ring.
Yeah.
I might mess around and get hit with a jab or two in this fight. But everybody, it's boxing. You're gonna get hit.
Right.
So it just depends if he can take that power. If he can, it's
a long night.
It's a long night for sure. No doubt.
Yeah.
All right, and one last one. You see Boots fights this week?
Yeah.
And why do you think about him faring? What do you think about him? How he would fare against Crawford and Spence?
I honestly think that he would get more trouble to Crawford. I only would say that because Crawford is a little bit more wild, or a little bit more like wider. Let me say wider. Let me not say wild. He can get wild sometimes when his anger gets the best of him, but he's a little wide. I don't think he should mess with Earl right now.
Earl big.
Earl a little big, but y'all can't. I wouldn't say y'all sleeping on him, but a lot of people like sleep like Earl. Boots got that power.
Yeah, Boots
he got the difference. He can crack, but he like defensively. Like you can tell that he's still growing as a fighter. So I think he should like take a couple more fights, or like one or two, before he step up to the lights.
Jump out there. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. And them two, who you got winning in between them two?
I got Earl. I only got 60-40 though. I got 60-40. I was gonna say 50-50. I'm gonna tell by the first round though. First 4 rounds, I'm be like, I can tell you who the winner might be. Okay. But I have it going the distance for sure though.
All right, bet. All right, that's all I got, Sheet.
Yeah, brother. Where do you see yourself in 5 years in boxing?
5 years, I see myself on the top. I see myself on the top contender list, or fighting for a belt. So top contender, or just on the contender list on itself, and fighting for the belt, one of the top prospects, something like that.
Okay, great. Which fighters did you look up to coming up in the fight game? And how would you make them proud?
Coming up, I looked up to Sugar Ray Leonard. I looked up to coming up. Dang. I like Floyd a lot, of course. I can't really think coming up that much. I don't know. But I think I would make somebody like Sugar Ray Leonard proud by like the thinking part of the game, and also that grit that the back in the day fighters got. They got a different type of grit. Like they try and hurt you. A lot of, I wouldn't say nobody trying to hurt nobody now, but it was like a different type of hurt. Like I'm gonna get you up out of here if I can. Like first round, I mean, we saw Tommy Hearns and Marvin Hagler off the first bell, they cracking off at each other, and that's the difference. I feel like it's getting back to those times now that all these mega fights are happening. But I feel like back in the day, it was just like consistently, we got fights on fights where people are trying to really, really do damage to one another, but in a technical way or whatever way that you want to put it.
Well, you know, this sport is a sport of many people that do it, right? What separates you with your pro debut from the rest of the fighters that's coming up now?
What separates me, I think I bring a different feel to the game. Like I said, that old school, I feel like I got that old school style, that old school grit, and I have a different type of determination than everybody else. I believe. I can show you different. I'm not the best at all my things, but show you a different type of. I'm gonna show you a different type of beast when I get in there. and people, I feel like I give that off a lot, and people like the raw and the authentic rather than the smoke and mirrors type of thing. And I'm gonna give you raw, authentic for sure.
Yeah, man, I like to hear that, man. Like I tell you, man, you in the top of my list, man. Far as skill comes from this area, man, and I'm not afraid to say that. You know what I'm saying? If I see talent the way that I like to see it, where a boxer's moving and not getting hit, and using a jab and feinting and spinning and doing all the stuff that what my eyes are used to seeing, that's what I'm going with, man. I think, man, the future's looking real bright for you, man. Like I had a good conversation with your father, man, about a good hour, man, the other day, man, and that's one of the things I like too. You got a support system, man. You know, a lot of these guys out here, man. You know, having a father is a good thing, and I'm gonna say that from experience, right? You know, from experience, having a father to be that third eye in this sport, it is vicious. Once you sign contracts, things change, right?
Yeah.
Those guys that you used to dealing with in the amateurs are not the same guys. And my father used to warn us about that before. And that's one of the reasons why we didn't cross over, because of the grimy bull stuff, you know what I'm saying, that was going on back then. You know, you got guys had to get fed by, you know, dudes had to get rent paid by trainers and stuff like that. You know, that's how vicious the sport was. So, I commend anybody that has a father as that third eye, right?
Yeah.
Because it's needed in a vicious, brutal, cruddy sport like boxing.
About to say, that he said his support system tiny. I'm like, that might be the best way to go. You know, there's so many sharks out here, man.
Yes,
for sure.
indeed, man.
He definitely plays a huge part in my life, and like me and him can get into it. Like we got into it literally about Gatorade today. But it was like the principle behind it. So you guys had the moments where it's like no disrespect, you speaking to each other man to man, and y'all understanding where each other coming from, but y'all can come to a middle ground about what y'all are not arguing well, but debating about.
Right.
So things like that. He taught me my left foot from my right.
Right.
Me how to tie my shoe.
Right.
He was there for my first sparring session. He's been here the whole way, and so like even as a youngin, he taught me the business early. I was selling candy in middle school, and
Right.
he taught me how I'm gonna make profit from what I'm selling or what I'm buying to what I'm selling, and then how to use whatever I made to re-up.
Right. Back.
And so things like that, and then how to talk to certain people. He made me email my teachers when I was in middle school, so I can have a clear understanding of code switching.
Right.
So when I email my teacher about a grade, they looking at me like he coming to me as a like he a adult or something like that. But no, I just got this person behind me.
That's right.
People behind me that's gonna push me to be better. And he never gonna like be a yes man ever. I don't care if I make $1 million right now. He's gonna tell me, nah, that was wrong right there. So
that's right.
I definitely appreciate him. I appreciate my mother as well. She was the one who told him to chill.
Right.
but at the same time, she knew it was necessary for me to become a better man and becoming the man I'm becoming today. So
yes, indeed.
I appreciate both of them for sure.
Yes, indeed, man. I heard the passion, man, through the phone conversations. Your father literally had that passion, and then you know, the sport, man, is. I'm gonna tell you, like, this is probably one of the best years in boxing, man. In a long time. I ain't saying it's the best year ever.
Yeah.
The best year in a long time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of great fights happening. I think Tank and what's his name?
Isaac Cruz fighting coming up, right? They working on him and Isaac Cruz.
No, I'm talking about the
Tank and
one.
Ryan.
Tank and Ryan, in my opinion,
Spark
motivated, sparked this thing to happen because it's like, hold on, the money's better that way. So you know, you fight the best, you're gonna get the best reward. So, so when that day comes, right, and new, whatever welterweight, middleweight, or junior welter, whatever, right, whatever weight it is, I'm going to remember. I predicted this. Future world champion, guaranteed. I don't see a lot of these young men being able to do what he's doing, man. The young man got the angles. He uses the jab. I said it 3 different times. I want to read. If it's any youngins out there, get back to the basics, man. Learn the fundamentals of boxing, the boxing movements, not taking shots unnecessarily. And please go back to using that jab again. Please.
Yeah, I forgot about the jab.
Bring the jab back. But, man, it's an honor and a pleasure. You got any more questions, C's?
No, we're good.
Man, it was an honor and a pleasure to have you on here, man. And for those that are new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. We have 2 simultaneous audiences on here. We have Facebook as well as YouTube. For those that are on YouTube, please hit the like and subscribe button. We are the Second Win Boxing Media. We bring the best of the best guests on here. We go off of talent. If you can fight, you're going to get an interview with us. Point blank. That's where we go off of talent. This is a sport of separation. Everybody don't deserve attention. Only the best. Ladies and gentlemen, the Second Win Boxing Media. Peace.
Peace.